Hey, what's going on, guys? Xbox All in channel, host Sega Forever here. Just really wanted to say a belated Merry Christmas. I'm doing an individual video. I did a podcast the other day with the Xbox brethren. It was really great, kind of long. But if you guys want to check it out, it is on the channel. Basically, my podcast yesterday was just hanging out, talking about Christmas, talking about Xbox, and we covered a whole range of topics. It's basically just a bunch of guys in a podcast just talking, and I like hanging out with my brothers, man. It's always a great time to get together. But for this video, I'm going to keep it really short, I promise. And I just wanted to kind of continue on what I was talking about yesterday, and more specifically, um, if you got an Xbox Series S or X, which I know a lot of you got by the sales figures, um, welcome to the family, man. Especially if you're brand new to the ecosystem of Xbox and what Microsoft has put together for gamers that are out there, which I myself and other of my Xbox brethren have been participating in the since 2013 and specifically 2015. But it's a great time if you're coming on board. It's a great time to be an Xbox owner. Now, with that being said, there's a lot of people out there. I like to call them Grinches, right? And again, if you're brand new to this ecosystem and to the console, and you're not involved in the console war stuff, then I'm actually envious of you, right? Because you're coming in with a fresh a fresh look, some new eyes when it comes to your console of choice. So, and I know some of you guys probably just got it as a Christmas gift, right? And for those of you guys who get a PlayStation or a Switch, man, no hate there either. Um, Again, this video is not on the side of the console warring as far as what you get, what you didn't get, because there's some people that probably wanted certain things, especially if you don't have any money, right? And then your parents chose to purchase the console that was more affordable. And I understand that, dude. I've been there, right? I've been there in my own, when you can't purchase your own stuff. I mean, I'm an adult now, so I can buy whatever I want to, and I choose to be in the Xbox ecosystem. But for some of you guys, you won't have that option. So, but just consider, man, if you're in the ecosystem now of Xbox, there's a lot of stuff that Xbox offers within their ecosystem, and I'm not just talking about as a fan, but also a consumer. And so that's what I wanted to talk about a little bit. And one of the first things I think you need to do is definitely get Game Pass if your parents haven't gotten it for you. Given the amount of S's that have sold as well as X's, which was surprising. Shout out to Sega, man. I was like him. I was a bit shocked at how many of the X's sold, and not because it's a bad system. It is the most powerful console. It's just that with money being so tight and it being the most expensive console. And shout out also to he bought the world's most powerful game. He also mentioned about deals that were going on with the system, but still, the system of choice for Black Friday, I thought was going to be the Series S. But regardless how you got here, you're here now. Um, and just a little bit of a warning out there, like I'm saying. There's a lot of Grinches out there that are trying to steal the Christmas spirit when you're at Xbox, dude. Xbox is a great system. Not only is the X the most powerful system, the S is the most versatile system and the most affordable system, but both of them are great. Like I said, it would be great to get Game Pass because just the library is so huge. There's a number of games that you can play. There's a variety of games that you can play. And the one thing that Game Pass has going for it is discovery and experience. One of the reasons I'm getting so much more into my gaming, and not that I wasn't before, but I'm actually making time for that, is because of Xbox Game Pass. I'm an old school gamer. I'd have to say I'm a little bit jaded when it comes to gaming nowadays, right? The thing that comes with the experience that I have in gaming is that I know what I like to play. So a lot of the times when I buy things, I don't run into the problem of buying something that I don't like. It happens every once in a while, right? You're gonna take a risk. But for me, I don't have that problem. Well, with the Xbox Game Pass, that's not even a no-brainer anymore. Um, you have the service. You can try out just about any game. All it takes is a download, and if you like it, fine. If you don't like it, then that's fine as well. I mean, you can either play it on Game Pass. The games in there tend to stay in for at least, I think the shortest I've seen in there was like 7 months. I could be wrong. It could have been like three. But there's other games that left sooner. There's just so much content on there. Right? It's hard to get through everything. Um, but they stay there for a long time. So if there's a game you like, you could literally just play it in Game Pass and not purchase it. Now, if you like it well enough that you actually want to play the game or keep it or add it to your library, you can do that too. There's a lot of different options when it comes to Game Pass. Like for myself, what I end up doing is I end up buying games that have replayability. So if I'm playing like a shooter, for example, I'll just go ahead and purchase the game because I know that I'll always come back to it, and then I'll move on to other games that I'm curious about. That's the way I use Game Pass. You don't have to use it the way I do, but at least just to let you guys know the options are there. Because like I said, there's a lot of people out there um, who purport themselves to be Xbox guys, and you got to be just careful of it, man. These guys can just kill your joy. They can basically kill your Christmas. That's why I'm calling them Grinches on this video, man. It's because Game Pass, the Xbox ecosystem has so much to offer, right? But if you listen to some of these guys, and I hate to say it, I mean, like you have the Sony guys, definitely don't listen to these dudes, right? Because they don't, all they care about is their own brand. So they're not going to do you any favors by telling you how bad Xbox is or how a game is, right? But it's even worse on the Xbox side when you have a lot of these pro Xbox channels, quote unquote, um, who actually don't represent Xbox the way that it needs to be. You know, especially if they present themselves as a gaming channel. Even though they're pro Xbox, they say, well, we want to talk about gaming in general, right? But if you listen to them long enough, there's a lot of bias in that as well, and I think that's really bad if you're, especially if you're a media outlet. You gotta check your bias at the door. This is the reason why my channel is pro Xbox. I put myself out there as pro Xbox because that's what I want to do, basically to fight against these guys and the false information they put out there. But also to promote the product in the right way, you know, and not blindly, not as an expert as they like to call us, even though guys like myself and the crew I hang out with has basically taken that and taken it and switched it up and actually made it our own, right? Because we know we're not like that. We're not blind Xbox persons. And I say that too is like, look, dude, if you like Xbox, you don't like Xbox, whatever, dude, it's your choice. You know, I'm not here to convince anybody otherwise, right? But all I'm here is to put out the right information and to make sure that you guys take full advantage of your console if you're new to the ecosystem. Right? If you're brand new to this, man, there's a lot of information out there that's just not right. And unfortunately, like I said, it's on the Xbox side as well, right? So enjoy your system, enjoy Game Pass, right? Be careful who you listen to. And I'm not saying this to put my own channel up or the guys that I hang out with, but there's definitely a lot of people out there that you should be following because they're just like you. They're just not fans. You know, they're actual consumers. You know, we spend money on this stuff. You know, you spend money when it comes to gaming. You know, as a lot of people have seen, the cost of everything's gone up, right? And gaming's no different. Gaming is a hobby. It's a luxury. It's not something that you're gonna. If you don't play a game, you're not gonna die, right? You might not. You might be a little bit sad. You want to get on your games and stuff like that. I understand, but you know, it's not life altering in any sense, right? So treat it as such, and as you move forward, man, just make sure you get the proper information. You're following the right people. I myself like to put a lot of content out there. I'm doing it on my channel as well. I don't get a lot of views, right? But that's not the purpose of me doing my channel. I like the camaraderie. I like the dialogue that I have with people in the Xbox community. And that's why I'm doing videos like this, basically just to say, look, enjoy what you got. And it's a great system. It has a lot of options. It gives you so many options. Um, you won't be able to know what to do. I mean, it is that varied. And like I said, I got like myself, got guys like Ebot, the world's most powerful gamer, E-Rock, the Don King of Xbox, Unlimited Truth, Unlimited Production, Sega Man, Tough Master, guys in Mr. 100, and a plethora of other Xbox channels out there that provide the content that you need to take full advantage of your console. Look, we don't have all the bells and whistles of an IGN. We don't have none of that kind of stuff. I can improve on my videos. I'll try and do that this year. That's kind of my New Year's resolution. But if you want the content that you need to take full advantage of the system that you own, especially if an X or an S, right? These are the guys you need to follow because some of these other guys are maybe not giving you the proper stuff, you know. And a lot of them, if they're being honest, they're not pro Xbox. Okay. So anyway, man, welcome to the family. Hope you enjoyed your Christmas. A lot of you guys hope you got what you wanted. And Xbox All In channel, host Sega Forever. We out.